Hello, how's it going? I'm going to do a read. It's a general read for whoever's watching. And I'm going to use my Night Sun Tarot deck, which is kind of a dark deck. Can you give me a card for whoever's watching? The dynamic of their relationship, please. Can you give me a card for whoever's watching and the dynamic of their relationship? I don't know, it's hot. It's passionate. There's like growing feelings here. It's a new beginning. Someone wants you bad, or you want them bad, or it's mutual. Someone, yeah. Why is someone so passionate they almost look angry, but they're moving with that King of Wands energy? So you know what that means. Yeah, I predict this is like a very electric, and I see like sex, like two people having lots of sex, something like that. It's because there's some sort of dynamic where two very strong-willed people are thinking that the other should come to them. And between them is like darkness and unknown. So there could be no communication. It's like on the surface, it's two people who are very like toe to toe. Two people who have their own thoughts about how something could go, so it could be actually like an opponent of some kind. However, that brings some sort of like hot tension. Yeah, look at, I mean, I get like someone, like it would just take like one text to be like, come turn me on, or come get me. I wasn't prepared to see your love life. I'm such a child. I'm such a child. I'm such a child. I'm sorry. It's like, I don't know if you're with this person because it feels like an opponent. It feels like two people who want to control something. Like the King of Pentacles energy wants to control their little pentacle pet. And then the Aries Emperor energy is like, fine. And then we have this Pisces moon in the middle, and Pisces is this like deep ocean of like longing. We have the wolves howling. But really it's like a battle. And yet, like, if someone were to be like, come over, let's have sex, someone would come running passionately. But I'm not seeing that that's the case, because I feel like somebody has to search for you to find you. Like, you're unfindable. And you're intentionally unfindable because this person does stuff in the dark that you're not interested in. And so you really kind of go into Pisces moon mode. There's someone here who's I don't know, plays by their own rules. So it's interesting. They like look out for you. They can't find you. They also do sneaky shit behind the dark, in the dark. And I think like you've learned to play them at their own game because they do come looking for you. They come looking for you. And they must catch glimpses of you, but you're very careful in how you move. You're very careful in how you kind of tiptoe, and wherever you go. So I don't know if you live close to this person or if they know where to find you. They know like your regular spots. I don't know, but you move, you walk kind of carefully around them. And you're very victorious at it because you're so victorious and it really messes with their head. You're so good. You are carrying, you must carry some sort of Pisces energy, which means that you know and have an understanding of how to get away from this person, or to you could live close to them and they'd never see you again, or they'd see glances or glimpses of you, but never would they fully see you, you know. And you move in a very interesting way in your life. You actually move very confidently forward, like you know where you're going. This person, I get them saying, I just want to see them again. I just want to have victory with them again. And yet the cost of victory that it's been for you has been with like your heart and soul and your blood. You must have found out that they were sneaking around. And they only partially have regrets. Sorry, I know that's probably not fun to hear. They regret something big time that they did. Some sort of really crappy game that they played on you. They really regret it. And it's like the more you pull away, the more that they are just like, they just want you so bad. But I don't see, I see that you've just learned to behave as they do, which is to put yourself first to the point of like they don't really exist to you. And they have to find you. There's someone here who just is drowning in what they would think is confusion, but really it's that they don't want to choose, even though you are the one that they spend all their days looking for. Oh, I'm so annoyed at this person. They're easily tempted, they're weak, and their whole goal, if you were to go back to them, is to make you feel torn about them again. Maybe at one point you were really torn about this person. And it gave them a lot of pleasure for you to be torn about them and to feel confused and to want them to want you. And now you just don't care. You're not going to carry that burden anymore. And I think the victory is so sweet because you thoroughly know who they are. You thoroughly know all about them. There's nothing left that you need to find out. And you're not going to put yourself through that again. Oh, poor baby. Look at them. I feel like you don't see how things are lining up for you to be really beautiful. Like you've kind of risen from the dead. And I think you were only half present when you were with this person. And now you're just fully, I think you're becoming more fully you. And this person is going to miss out on that. I think there's a part of you that goes back and forth. I think there's a part of you that still might sometimes wait to see what they're going to do. And I get you like, we'll take a step back sometimes, but then it's like you peek around the corner and you just see heartbreak ahead. Like, and so you move in such a way where you're not going to fall prey to the swords again. You're protecting your heart. But I think there's a part of you. I think that this kind of heartbreak and this kind of psychological, this person had something that it was protecting. It placed value on it above your relationship. And so you really, sometimes it makes sense that you pull back and I think hope for change. But I think when you've done that, when you've hoped for the change, you end up just re-breaking your own heart. Even though it's them who's doing the action, like you're realizing that they're not going to change. I think there's a part of you that's still hopeful for this person to be different than what they are. Okay, well, that's what I have. Short read tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay?